Every parent has been there. You ask your child to do something simple, like put on their shoes, turn off the TV, or clean up their toys, and it feels like your words disappear into thin air. You repeat yourself once, then twice, then 5 times, and before you even realize it, your voice is raised. Yelling wasn't the plan, but frustration took over, and afterward you're left feeling guilty, drained, and wondering why your child never seems to listen the first time. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone, and more importantly, nothing is wrong with you or your child. The truth is, most parents were never taught how to communicate with children in a way that encourages cooperation without shouting. Today, we're going to change that. In this video, you'll learn how to get your child to listen the first time without yelling, using simple, realistic strategies that work in everyday life. Even when you're tired, stressed, or running out of patience, this topic matters deeply in today's world because parenting has become more overwhelming than ever. Families are dealing with constant distractions from screens, busy schedules, school pressure, emotional stress, and information overload. Children are growing up in a fast-paced environment that pulls their attention in every direction, while parents are expected to stay calm, patient, and perfect at all times. When communication breaks down, yelling often becomes a default reaction. Not because parents want to scare their children, but because they want to be heard. Learning how to communicate effectively is essential for building respect, emotional safety, and long-term cooperation. First and least impactful strategy, but still an important foundation, is how you get your child's attention before you speak. Many parents give instructions from another room while cooking, scrolling on their phone, or when the child is deeply focused on a game or screen. From a child's brain perspective, this is not defiance. It's divided attention. The child's brain cannot instantly switch focus. When you walk over, make eye contact, say their name, and gently touch their shoulder, you help their brain shift gears. This small change dramatically increases the chances that your child actually hears and processes what you're saying the first time. Once you have your child's attention, the next step is simplifying your message. Often over-explain, lecture, or stack multiple commands into one sentence. While this feels logical to adults, it overwhelms a child's working memory. Saying, clean your room, put your clothes away, stop playing, and hurry because we're late. Try clear instruction at a time. Clear, short language reduces confusion and resistance. When one knows exactly what is expected, cooperation becomes easier and less emotionally charged. The third strategy builds on this by focusing on your tone of voice. Children are incredibly sensitive to emotional cues. Even when your words are polite, a frustrated or sarcastic tone can trigger defensiveness or shutdown. From a psychological standpoint, a child's nervous system responds more to tone than to words. When calm, firm, and respectful, your child's brain stays regulated, making listening more likely. This does not mean being passive or weak. Calm communicates confidence, and children naturally respond better to leadership that feels safe rather than threatening. As we move into a more powerful strategy, let's talk about control and autonomy. Resist feeling controlled. When every instruction sounds like a command, power struggles are almost guaranteed. This is limited choices becomes incredibly effective. Instead of saying, do your homework now, you can say, would you like to start your homework at the table or on the desk? The task is non-negotiable, but the choice gives the child a sense of control. This small psychological shift reduces resistance and increases cooperation without raising your voice. Now we have the most transformative strategy of all. Connection. Children are far more likely to listen to parents they feel emotionally connected to. Understood, valued, and safe, their natural desire to cooperate increases. This means acknowledging emotions before giving instructions. For example, I know you're having fun and it's hard to stop playing, before saying, it's time to clean up, helps the child. Neuroscience shows that emotional validation calms the brain, making it easier for children to follow directions. Connection is not just something you do in discipline moments, it's built throughout the day. Small listening, laughter, and empathy fill your child's emotional cup. When that cup is full, children are more willing to listen. When it's empty, small requests can trigger big reactions. This is why children often behave worse with parents than anyone else. Home is where they feel best expressing emotions. Understanding this shifts parenting from control to guidance. When we practice together, Yelling slowly becomes unnecessary. You stop repeating yourself because your child knows you mean what you say. You stop feeling powerful because you're no longer relying on volume to get results. Instead, you're using clarity, calmness, and connection. Over time, the child learns that listening the first time leads to smoother routines and fewer conflicts, while yelling loses its role entirely. Consistency is the key that makes everything work. Children tend to be difficult, but to understand how the world works. When your responses are predictable and calm, their brain learns faster. Inconsistent reactions confuse children and prolong behavior issues. Staying consistent does not mean being perfect. It means returning to calm communication again and again, even after tough days. Remember, learning to stop yelling is not about suppressing emotions. It's about managing them. Parents are human. Frustration is normal. What matters is recognizing triggers and choosing a different response. Every calm interaction wires habits, both for you and your child. Over time, the yelling cycle weakens and respectful communication becomes the norm. If you take one message from you, let it be this: listening is built through, not fear. You don't need to be louder to be effective. You need to be present, clear, and emotionally available. Choose just one strategy from this video and practice it today during your next interaction with your child. Small changes create powerful results. If this video supported you, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it with another parent who may be struggling silently. Comment below and tell me which strategy you want to try first. Parenting is a journey, and when we learn together, we grow stronger together.